How's everything going on your end?
Everything's going great. Yeah, I can't complain at all. It's going to be a busy summer for me. Well, it already is, but
Mhm.
uh, the next couple months for me is pretty jam packed. So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's busy up north, that's for sure. We have a couple of big festivals coming up. Rock on the River in Timmins is this weekend, and then the reason we have you here is because good old Kap Kraze, baby, July
I've heard
25th.
I've heard some good things about up there. I played a show in Kapuskasing maybe 2 years ago now, and
Okay.
I had no expectations, didn't know what I was getting myself into, and it was honestly like one of the better parties I've played for. It was really fun. So looking forward to getting back up there.
Us Northerners know what we're doing when it comes to partying. Let me tell you. And
Yeah,
that's July 25th, July 26th at the Sports Palace. And you just mentioned that you played here a couple years ago. And maybe correct me if I'm wrong, because I think it was Shane who told me this, that you tried to get up here another year, but you failed to do so.
Yeah, honestly, that show was like 2 years in the making because it was supposed to be originally during like COVID, but because of all the
Ah,
closing and openings, it was just kept getting delayed and pushed back. And then the time when COVID ended, basically, I think we picked for an April show or something like that. You guys got like, I don't know if it was like 100 feet of snow or something crazy. It
yep.
was like 50 maybe. I'm exaggerating, but so I'm looking at the news. I'm like we're driving up there, like am I going to be able to get up there? And I guess like the highways were completely closed, so I couldn't even like drive there if I wanted to. So we had to kind of push it back to a September date, and I was like, fingers crossed we get good weather, and it turned great. So
Well, I mean, you haven't really truly experienced the North until you get snowed out. So,
absolutely. And it was hot, it was warm here during that time. Like we played that September show, and I couldn't believe how much cooler it was up there. It was really nice. So I do like a little bit of a crisp, cool weather. Like I'm not a big humidity fan, so
no, no. It's been the last couple of days here. It's been nice. It's been like cloudy and like 12 degrees. And Shane came in the other day. He's like, "What happened this summer?" I'm like, "I don't care." I'm like, "Give me my sweater weather, and I'm happy, man. I'm enjoying this." Especially last week. I'm just on like a third floor apartment, so the heat rises, right? And I have no air conditioning.
oh yeah,
30-degree weather. Not crazy about it.
no, that's not fun at all.
And so this weekend or next weekend, I should say, Kap Kraze, very, very excited to have you here. So you are going to be taking the stage at 8 o'clock Saturday night. But before that, there's lots going on. You know, the tailgate party Friday night, demolition derby Saturday morning. Before your performance, are you going to, I don't know when you're going to arrive in town, but do you plan on taking in any of the festivities?
I hope so. We're actually we got to drive up the morning of, which is it's going to be fun. But yeah, when we get there, I'm hoping to be able to take on a little bit of the festivities there. Pumped to see it. I've heard some great things. So the videos I saw posted from like previous years looks pretty awesome.
Oh, it's always a great turnout. Have you ever been in a demolition derby?
No, I have not, to
No.
be honest with you. I've like there's one like not far from where I live that happens like every year. I've just never had the chance to go. So super pumped to see it.
And your performance that night, like I said, doors open, I believe, 6:30 at the Sports Palace. You start at 8, and you're in good company, opening for the Road Hammers. Not a big deal. Have you worked with the boys before, or is this a
Yeah,
first time
actually,
for you?
I think this will be the third time that I've had the honors to open up for them. So yeah, it's been just kind of a common thing the last couple of years. So yeah, they're amazing at what they do. So it's such an honor to be able to open up for them.
And if people haven't seen you before, because you said you were here a couple of years ago, but you've released a couple songs since then. I gotta give you a round of applause for Crushing Cans. An
Thank you, sir.
absolute banger of a song. Like banger. We love it at the station. And it's like it's such a perfect song for summer. And because I was doing a little research before we talked, and I found out 20 minutes ago that there's also like a bluegrass version of it, which knee slapper. I was sitting here, I'm like, oh baby, it's awesome. Like two very different versions of the song. So I was curious, like, what had you wanting to do two versions?
Well, we released the first version, like obviously, having a song like 4 or 5 years ago called Lit in the Sticks that was kind of like very similar, a rock kind of country banger. We wanted to kind of bring something back similar to that sound. So when writing it, that was kind of the whole game plan. But we were listening to some of the banjo parts that one of the players played on the song. We're like, this kind of be cool. We try to strip down a version of it and see what it sounded like. And this maybe was a couple months after releasing it. So it wasn't something that we really thought of during the whole writing process. But once we kind of heard that banjo, we're like, hey, let's try it. And it just kind of, there was something about it. I'm like, oh, this would have kind of been cool. This could have been cool if we released it just like this. But the fact that having two versions, it's really cool to be able to do that with a song, because some songs you can't do that. So.
Yeah, and everyone says that songs need more cowbell, but I don't think that's it. More songs need more banjo, I think.
100%. There's not enough banjo.
No, 'cause you can never have too much banjo. And on
Absolutely.
top of that, you also released a new song at the beginning of this month, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And that,
Called Shouldn't Drink No More. That came out actually a couple weeks ago now. So, yeah, it's kind of a little bit of the opposite spectrum of Crushing Cans. It's a
yep.
song about trying to get over someone, and usually like the whole country song would be about the alcohol helping you get over that person, but in this case it's kind of the complete opposite, and you realize maybe I should just stop drinking. I'm kind of
Mhm.
I'm not doing well mentally, and I'm not doing well physically because of this, so maybe I should pull the plug on at least the drinking. So
Yeah, and Shouldn't Drink No More is definitely one that it tugs at the heartstrings a little bit more after Crushing Cans, which is like like a party song.
yeah.
So when you were going into it to release this song, was it important for you to have like I don't know, I didn't you didn't want to go and just like every song you release is like party song, anthem, party song, anthem. Was it important? Oh, lost my headphone. Was it important for you to release not a ballad, but like a more of an emotional song after releasing a party song to kind of be like, look, I'm more than just, party, party, party kind of thing?
Absolutely. I think like, a lot of the country music that I grew up listening to was very emotional country music. So I think it's important for artists, if that's what you do, is the more rock anthem, to kind of have a little diversity, because, not everybody wants to hear anthem, 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 anthem.
Mhm.
Like sooner or later people are gonna like, what else you got? So
Right.
it's also funny because the song's a little contradicting. It's like this song's called Shouldn't Drink No More. It's not called I'm Not Going to Drink No More. So it's very relatable, where it's kind of like your brain speaking to you, like maybe you should, stop drinking, but you're obviously fighting your demons. You're like, no, I'm not going to stop. Like regardless of, it's not working, but this is just how I deal with it. So I think, yeah, long story short, I think it's super important to have a little diversity in what you're kind of trying to put out.
And I mean, both songs that I listened to today, like the new single and Crushing Cans, wildly different, but both awesome. And do you find it, I mean, I guess it's your job as an artist to do it, but do you ever find it difficult to, I guess, open up? Like, I don't know, in my head, I ain't no musician, but in my head, I feel like it'd be easier to write like, yeah, crushing cans and party, party, party. Like when you have to open up and be a little bit more emotional, like when it comes to your new single, do you have a difficult time with that? Or is it something that comes naturally? And it's like, it's a part of the gig. You kind of know you have to do that.
I personally have a difficult time doing that because I'm not a very open, emotional person. It's just, coming from a sports background, I was not allowed to. It was like, especially, in the 90s and early 2000s, the
Right.
coach was like, man, you got to toughen up, toughen up.
Yep.
So for me to like put my emotions on my sleeve is just very rare. So it's when I get the chance to do it, it's really cool. That's hence why I write a lot of anthems, because it's just, for me, it's easy, it's fun. That's what I like to write about. But I think there's a lot of artists out there that don't have difficult times at all writing emotional stuff, because they wear their emotions on their sleeve. It just depends on who you are as a person, I think.
And it's a testament to your skill, though, because like you said, you're not very emotional like that, but like you wouldn't know that listening to the song. You'd be like, damn, damn,
Yeah,
this guy's in touch with his emotions.
yeah, I think you got to really like go back, to moments that you really felt that way. And I think everybody's experienced some form of, pain when it comes to like relationships or something,
Mhm.
right? So you kind of have to put yourself back in those shoes. Like I'm happily married. I've been married for, 4 years now. So obviously I'm not going through that at this moment. So I have to go back in
Mhm.
time and kind of find moments where I felt that way. So I think that's super important if you're going to write songs like that.
So we have you next weekend for Kap Kraze. Again, Ryan Langdon taking the stage, 8 o'clock Saturday night at the Sports Palace. We got the singles out and Drink No More just released at the beginning of July. So, and you said you have a busy summer ahead. So after Kap Kraze, what's next for you?
We got we're in Manitoba for a few shows. We're just kind of bouncing all over the place. A lot of shows in Ontario, but it's like every weekend there's something, which is great. And then we
Nice.
have a new song that's coming out end of August that I'm
Ooh.
excited for everybody to hear because in my opinion, I'm just putting this out there. This might be my best song I've ever put out. And it's an anthem. It's a party song. It's very country, and I think people are gonna like it. So I'm excited for it.
Man, if you top crushing cans, I don't know what we're gonna do with ourselves here because I can't
I
tell you how
think
much
this
we love
might
that
do
song.
it. I think this might do it. I'm putting a lot of hype out there, but I think
Hell
this
yeah.
might I'm excited. I've never really been, a very kind of laid back person when I put out music. Like, you kind of have to go through, see how people react to it. But this song, to me personally, it's so much fun. So I'm excited for people to hear it.
Well, you got to be your number one supporter, right? If you don't like it, why would anyone else? So,
Oh, for sure. I think the hardest part for me when I write stuff is like I go back and I'm like, oh, how can I make this better? How can I make this better? And it's like you're fighting that demon, and then you're just like, if you keep fighting, you're never going to release it. So
right.
it's
Do you ever
that
have those moments where you listen, like after it's released? Do you ever go back to a song and you're like, "Ah, I should have tuned the guitar slightly differently. I should have added a bell or a whistle," or are you just like, it's out. This is how it is. It's just the way, you know.
every time. But there's been a few songs that I'm like, honestly, like I don't think we could have, especially production wise, made this any bigger or better kind of thing.
Right.
Because sometimes you'll just overkill a track if you put too much on it. So, but yeah, I've had that happen numerous times, almost all the time. So you listen to something and you always think you can make it better.
Oh man, congratulations on all the success that's come your way so far. We look forward to seeing you this weekend at Kap Kraze at the Sports Palace. Again, doors open at 6:30. Ryan takes the stage at 8 o'clock. Tickets available at eventbrite.ca. And now we have something even more to look forward to. Ryan Langdon's best song ever at the end. What was it? The end of August?
It's called end of August release.
End
I
of
think
August release.
the 28th is when we're booking it. So be on
Hell
the
yeah.
look. So pumped for it.
Awesome. Well, you heard it here first. Ryan, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you next weekend, eh?
Thank you so much. I'm super pumped. We'll see you there.
Awesome, bud. Have a good one, eh?
You too. Thank you very much, man.